Hello guys, welcome to Tech Design. Please subscribe to my channel and like my videos as well as share with your friends. So too many has requested me for remastering example. So this video will be on remastering. So let's start. So I'll just create a new file. Let's go to new file and let it be as it is and click OK. So once the new file is opened, you just need to import the IGS file or else a step file. So I have a step file with me, so I'll just import the step file. So go to import and select a step file, and you just need to give the location from where you want to import. So I'll just go there and I have a step file here. So I'll just give OK, and you can see there is import to the work existing part or else a new part. So I'll just keep it as a work part and I'll click OK. So it will take time to import the files. So the imported files will be converted into a lines as well as some sheet bodies or else a surface bodies. So let's wait until it completes. Once this is completed, we have you can see here this bearing. I'm just going to be make a parametric component. So this is non-parametric now. If you go to inside each and every component, as you can see here, there is a body. So it's not a completely parametric. So what I will do is I will just go on creating this and I will make it as a parametric. So first initially what I will do is just there is a inner race. This I am just going to take it as a new component. So let's go to new work window and I will just make this as a parametric. For that I will just create, you can see here, go to part navigator, there is nothing, just a body is there. So let's make it as a parametric. I'll just go to sketch. Okay, before that I will just create one coordinate system. So you can see here the coordinate system is created. Now what I will do is, as you can see, basic in the basic remastering video I have explained you how the remastering to be done. So in this I'll just make sure that you can understand very well. So I'll just go to curves and select an intersection. So I want to intersect these surfaces in order to make it parametric. Okay, so once you select all the surfaces, go to the set to and select your plane with which it is intersect. So I have just selected this plane. So let's give OK. Make sure that this datum coordinate system should not have any link between this body, because this body, and at the end we are just going to delete it. So once the intersection curves are created, just hide this in order to avoid confusion. So now I will go to sketcher environment on the same plane. So let's select the plane and click OK. You can see here the cross section is developed. So what we have to do is we have to project this on the sketcher plane. So I'll just go to project and make sure that associativity will not be there, and let's select the curves. Okay, these many curves should be projected. I'm not selecting this because I'm just going to extend this line, because since it is a single arc we can just extend this up to the next point. So I'll just click OK. Once you click OK, the lines are generated. So let's hide this now, it's not required anymore. As you can see here, if any line, when you are intersected and any line is projected, if it is looking as a spline, if it shows spline, you just need to convert the spline into lines and arcs. So the definition of spline is nothing but it's a combination of line and arc. So now you can see here all the lines are all the curves are in line and arc. So I just need to complete this profile. So what I will do is I will just extend this, press E and just extend this. As you can see here, this is extended. So now you need to define, make it parametric. So I'll just show only this curve, how we can make a parametric, how constrain it. So just go to linear dimension and start giving the dimension for every line, so that it will become completely constrained. Okay, it's not taking. Let's go to linear dimension and I'll give an angle between these two and angle between these two. Let's convert this to okay. As you can see here, vertical dimension is not there, so let's give this as a, make it as a, now you can see this, the sketch is fully constrained now. Now what we have to do is no need to make the other section, just make it make one side, it is enough for us, because I'm just going to revolve it. So let's finish this, and now what I will do is I'll just revolve this around along the x-axis of about 360 degree. So let's go to select revolve and select this sketch, and now go to this, select this. As you can see, now it is ready. Make sure these your features should not be linked with body. So intersection is linked with the body. Anyway, we are just going to delete the intersection, that is no more required. And now this is completely parametric. You can, if you want, you can edit the sketch. So this is done now. Now let's go to, I'll just delete this, or else I will just show you. As you can see here, it is completely matching. So let's go to the main assembly, and then I will just do one by one. You can see here the inner is ready. Let's go to outer race. So I'll go inside this outer race. As you can see here, the procedure remains same. I will just create a coordinate system, and then I will section. So I'll just select all the surfaces, and let's select this plane. So the intersection curves are developed, as you can see here. So now what I will do is the same procedure I'm just going to repeat, so that it will be easy. Now you can see this profile is different, so I'll just make a project. I'll project all these curves, and I'm not going to constrain it, fully constrain it. So as you know that how to constrain, so just leave this as it is, click finish. As you can see here, this sketch is ready now. So I'll just delete this intersection curve, that is not required. So now what I will do is I will just revolve this sketch along the x-axis. So let's go to revolve and select this sketch. Vector is our x-axis. Okay, now you can see this, it is converted. So I just leave this as it is. Now go to the main assembly. As you can see here, our inner and outer parts are converted into parametric model. So let's hide them for a few minutes. Okay, now we have to do this. So to do this, I'll just take this. I'll take this and make parametric for this. Let's make this parametric. This is a sphere. Let's if possible we will make a sphere directly by using the radius. So just go to analysis and select measure distance and go to diameter and check the diameter. So it is 5 mm diameter. So what I will do is I will just create one coordinate system. Coordinate system is now created. So with 5 mm diameter, I'll just create a sphere. So go to just create a sphere with a radius of 5 mm. Just go to menu, insert, and as you can see in design feature, you can see the sphere. So I'll just give the diameter as 5 mm and the point is this point. So click OK. As you can see here, the sphere is created. Is the sphere. So let's go to the main model. As you can see here, all the models are updated. So this is now outer shell and inner shell is completed. Now what we will do is the bearing shell. This is bearing shell. So we just convert it into parametric. So let's go into that and take it in a separate part navigator. And as you can see here, this looks a bit complicated. So what we will do is we'll just create, as you can see from the first model, let's create a datum plane. So here is our datum plane. Click OK and datum plane is created. Now what we need is we just need an intersection. So let's go to curves and select intersection. So we need intersection for these surfaces. Select these surface. Okay, for this and on this plane. So go to set 2 and select this plane. You can see here the intersections are developed. Click OK. Now hide everything. I'll just make a single feature group for this. Let's give it as a body. Click OK. So this is a feature group and here is the intersection curve. Now what I will just go to sketch and select the same plane. Click OK. Now let's hide this feature group. And now what we will do is I will just project this curves. So let's project this. Let's project this. So select these curves and let's project this. Okay, and then once the projected curves are developed, just extrude it till the next point. Okay, as you can see here, now I'll just make it as okay. Now what I will do is I'll just finish the sketch and you can see here now we have this curve. Let's show this body and I'll just revolve this around z-axis. So let's select a revolve command and sketch from the part navigator, and the axis should be z-axis. As you can see here, it is let's give it as 360 degree. Click OK. So now you can see this upper base is ready. Now we have to do this shell. So for that what I will do is I'll just hide this in order to avoid the confusion. let's create a point. We need to create two sphere of different radius, so then we have to subtract it in one body. So let's create a point. This is the center point of the sphere, so let's create a point there, over there. Click OK. And now what I will need is we'll just measure the distance. So simple distance, select a simple distance from here to this, it is 2.5, and here it is 2.75. so we need two sphere, so let's make a two sphere. Go to insert, design feature, sphere. So let's select this point. From that point it is 2.5 multiplied by 2 is the diameter. So click OK. So one sphere is ready. So we need one more sphere on the same location. So we'll go to sphere again and select this. Now it is 2.75 and click OK. So now two spheres are ready. Now what I will do is I will just take the scheme sketch in order to remove the material from this. So let's go to the sketcher environment again, sketch, and select the scheme plane, and let's hide everything and keep the sketch. Okay, here I'll just project only 3 curves. I'll click OK. Let's extend this up to this one. So it's extended. Now just delete this, finish. As you can see here, now what I will do is I will just show these two, and I want to trim this body along this and just extrude, revolve it so that it will be clear for you. Let's extrude these. I'll just select the sketch. Let's select this sketch and along this. Okay, and I don't need this till this much. This is enough. So click OK. Now what I will do is I will just trim the body, trim first sphere with this body. Let's take its time. Okay, give the opposite direction, click OK. And now we'll trim the second sphere with this body, and in the opposite direction, click OK. Now I'll just hide this. Now we got this section, so I want to now trim, or else let's make subtract one body from the other body. Now as you can see here, we got this profile as how it is there in the profile. So let's show this. Now what I will do is I need the same profile around 9 components, 9 geometries. So what I will do is I will just use the pattern curve. So let's make a use of pattern. Go to pattern feature, insert associated copy, and the pattern geometry, and let's make this geometry, subtract geometry, and along the vector, the same vector, and 9 numbers and 360 the span. Okay, click OK. Now you guys can see here it is developed. So now what I will do is I will just this is not required, I'll just hide it. Now we need to trim this extra portion. So go to trim body, select this body, and this plane will be trimmed. Sorry, what I'll do is I'll just go to trim, select this body and this face. Select the single face and this face and click apply. So now you can see guys, similarly I have done in all the sides. So let's show our previous model. So this is done. Now we have to do these holes. So let's hide this now, and let's make a unite for all the components. So let's select unite and select all the bodies. Okay, as you can see here it is united. Now we need that circle, so we'll just measure how much is the hole. Let's go to analysis and measure distance, diameter, and select this diameter. As you can see here it is 1 mm. So let's hide this and let's make a 1 mm hole. So I'll just go to this sketch and select hole. Otherwise what we can do is we'll just project this curve. Let's show this and let's project this curve on the sketch, and I'll just project this. Okay, now it is projected. Let's, what I will do is I will just draw one more circle on the same plane, and let's give it as 1 mm. Now what I'll do is I'll just delete this curve. Okay, as you can see here it is done. So click finish and make a hole. I'll just extrude it and then I will subtract it. I'll give an extrude. Now it is subtract from this body. So click OK. I want this feature to be patterned, circular pattern. So let's make up a circular pattern for that. So what I will do is I will just select a pattern feature, and let's select this extrude, and this is my, so how many we need? We need around 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So let's give it as 9, and as you can see here it is done. Click OK. So it will be updated. As you can see here now this component is ready. So let's hide this and go into our main model. Let's hide this. This is no more required. Okay, as you can see here this is now bearing is ready, and now only we left with this small component. This is very small guys. Let's do this. For that I'll just create a datum plane, and let's take an intersection from this curve. Select an intersection, this body, and let's select this plane, and we got our intersection. Let's go to sketcher environment and select the plane, and now I will hide this body and create this sketch. We'll project this curves. Okay, it's completely projected, and we need just half of the profile because we can just revolve it. So I'll just close the profile with this, and I'll click finish. So now it is not required, just delete it, and now we will revolve it. So I'm just revolving this, and vector is along this, and it is 360. Now as you can see this is also done. Now you can see here our bearing remastering is done. Just hide all the datum as well as sketches. You can see here it is completely done. Please subscribe to my channel guys, and I'll be updating more videos on NX. Thank you.